Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Siezaboo, and if you didn't know it, I love two things, Pokemon and traveling. This video is pretty special because I have always dreamed of attending the Pokemon World Championships, whether it was going as a competitor or a spectator. Today's video is putting us one step closer. For about a week, I was on a business trip in Philadelphia. I had a ton of fun, and before you ask, no, I didn't get to try a Philly cheesesteak, but I did get to see the Liberty Bell. But this video isn't about Philly. Maybe one day it will be. I'm actually going to tell you about the time I spent in the amazing city of New Orleans, Louisiana. It has always been a dream of mine to visit, and yet I never thought that I would be going to New Orleans for a Pokemon event, until now. Welcome everyone to my travel video on my trip to the Pokemon NAIC in New Orleans. Before we begin, this video is sponsored by no one, so please, if you could, subscribe to the channel and like the video, and stick around because towards the end of the video, you'll get to see what I am giving away from the Pokemon NAIC. So, let's get started. After getting a quick beignet fix and exploring the French Quarter, it was time to get going to the Pokemon Center from my Pokemon Center reservation. I attended the event on Saturday. Picking up my badge was quick and easy, and even though there were a ton of people, we got through the line fairly quickly. They had a ton of merch. Unfortunately though, the hot items like the Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs were just off the shelves, and so were the Ogerpon backpacks. I wasn't able to get a voucher to pick up my Pokemon Center Destiny Rivals ETV, but they did give me some packs when I picked up my badge. Outside the Pokemon Center, there is an exhibit where you could take pictures with plushies and see some really cool merch of Eevee and the other Eeveelutions. Once you were through, on the other side, you could take pictures with Eevee and Pikachu themselves. It was super cute getting to see everyone interact with them, and just enjoy shopping. My only complaint? I wish they had had more sitting cuties. I felt like I didn't get enough of them, but I know that I should be saving my money for when I go to Japan one day. They had a lot of exclusive merch featuring Ogerpon and some of the newest merch they had dropped on the Pokemon Center recently. It was cool getting to buy what I wanted and not having to wait for it to be shipped at my house. I know we're not in Japan, but I wish they could have maybe brought a few more Pokemon Centers, like actual physical stores, to the States. It would be really cool. But overall, everything was spaced out and not too crowded. My shopping experience was actually really enjoyable. I do want to make some final comments on my experience. I love how photogenic the Pokemon Center was. I wanted to take pictures of all the signs and the banners they had. The staff were very friendly, and I was offered help many times, and they were also constantly restocking shelves too. I have never been to Worlds, but I didn't hear of a good experience in Hawaii. In fact, I heard that it actually wasn't enjoyable for most people trying to shop in the Pokemon Center. I can't say it for sure, but I think that they have learned from their experience from the trouble in Hawaii and have improved. But only time will tell when we see others vlog and share their experience in Worlds at Anaheim. We have made it through the Pokemon Center and my bag is heavy, and yes, I did reach my spending goal. I am broke. You all enjoy the rest of the video as we tour everywhere around NAIC. I am super excited. This was the first thing we did though. We made it just in time for a reservation. And let's take a look around. Also, I'm toting the Snorlax bag. I'm unique. Everybody else has Pikachu. Next up, we made our way upstairs to the smaller vendors. They were placed in other rooms, and they were actually really small compared to the number of people that were inside trying to shop. And I'll be honest, I didn't get much from the vendors because I had spent way too much money at the Pokemon Center, and it was really hard to get past all the people that were trying to shop. I would recommend having them in bigger rooms, but I'm sure in Worlds there are actually more vendors and they do have a bigger shopping area. But in New Orleans, I just decided to save my money for Collecticon, which I'll be visiting in 2 weeks. I did get a couple of cards though, and I'll show you in a bit. It's really hard to describe the feeling that you get when you enter the main event room for the first time. I'm used to watching it on Twitch, but nothing beats being there in person. There were so many events going on: TCG, VGC, United, and even Go. I didn't get the chance to sit down and enjoy watching some of the matches because I was just so busy, but it was amazing getting to be in there. It felt like I was almost behind the scenes. It really inspired me though to try and compete one day. I don't know exactly what I'll be competing in, but I'm hoping it's one day soon. Outside the main event room, there was a Nintendo Switch 2 station where you could play Scarlet and Violet, and once you were done, you could go and grab a few goodies. There were also many pictures going on, and I actually got to interact with Eevee. There were tons of ZA promo art everywhere, and even in a display of Lumio's tower. I thought that was really cool. It was huge. Oh, and back in the actual main event room, they had giant Pikachus everywhere. One on the ceiling, and then one on the floor. And yes, there was even a Fuecoco. They had displays of all the Pokemon games to ever come out. And I didn't get to try it, but they also had the Pokemon Play Lab, and I heard that if you had participated, you got to get a cool pin. Side events were also going on, and at the same time as the main events, so really, even if you're a spectator just going and taking pictures and trying to get your Pokemon reservation and shopping at other vendors, there's still plenty of stuff to do aside from that. I honestly wish that I had had more time, but I really only got to spend a day there, but next time I plan on going to a NAIC. I am going to spend as much time as I possibly can. But the time that I did have was incredible. So, enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll see you at the end with everything that I bought, and of course, that giveaway announcement. All right, everyone. We are back from Pokemon NAIC in New Orleans, and if you can tell by the size of the goodie bag, we had a blast. Everyone was walking around with their Pikachu goodie bags, but I bought so many things, they had to give me the deluxe Snorlax bag. So I'm going to show you all everything that I bought, and I'm going to show you what you have a chance to win. Alright everyone, so the first thing I wanted to show off is by the time that I got to the Pokemon Center, there were no more Ogerpon backpacks left. But for me, I found something better. It is the Kanto East Pack edition. And lo and behold, it actually has Wartortle on the bag. It's got Blastoise, Gyarados, Starmie, Psyduck, Poliwhirl, and of course, my boy, Wartortle. We're going to be sporting this bag around like crazy. I cannot wait. I love it so much. It's great. Next up, if you all can't tell by the thumbnail, I went crazy with Sitting Cuties. So here we go. I got Magnezone for my fiance. Very cool. He likes Magnezone. Everyone loves Magnezone. Magnezone is one of the best Pokemon in my opinion. I have been wanting Slowpoke, so we've got him as well. He's going to be joining us on our travels. Of course, I have been wanting the actual mascot of Pokemon, Pikachu. I'm surprised that I actually didn't have one a long time ago, but they were having the Sitting Cuties for a lot of Sinnoh Pokemon actually, but surprisingly they also had Pikachu. Next up, I'll show off some of the exclusive merch that they had. Here are some of the international pins. Honestly, I'm just going to be honest with you all, I went absolutely crazy. So here's a Pokemon International Championship of Psyduck. And then we have a Pokemon International Championship pin with Ogerpon. Let's keep it going. We are not done yet. We've got a Ogerpon keychain that I'm going to be sporting off as well. We officially have the Tinkaton mat, and I'm going to open that up right now. I have been sporting that old mat for quite a bit with all of the starters on it, all the way up, I believe, to Paldea. So we're going to be showing this off on the channel as well. If you all didn't know, Tinkaton is one of my favorite Paldean Pokemon, aside from Hydrapple being my #1 favorite. Here is what the mat looks like. Very beautiful. It's got Tinkaton all over it. And we've got Corviknight in the background, which I think is a really cool Easter egg. If you all don't know the lore behind that, look up the Pokemon entry for yourself, the Pokédex entry for yourself. It is pretty wild. Also, what is so funny is that she's not actually really super effective against Corviknight. I picked up this awesome Pokemon International Championships water bottle. I'm going to open that and show that off as well. By the way, while I am thinking about it too, I saw a lot of people showing off their Hawaii merch and I was super jealous. Alright, here is that. It's got Clodsire, Wooper, Paldean Wooper, and Psyduck, and then regular Quagsire as well. You always have to think what the thinking process is of what Pokemon they're going to be using to represent internationals and the regionals. Here is a poster for the upcoming ZA game. It actually survived the trip back to Pittsburgh. It is a little bit rounded, but I'm sure if I flatten it, it'll be fine. Here is the front. It's got Mega Evolutions on it. And then here is the back. I am going to let that roll back up. And we'll flatten that out later. Let's keep going. We're almost done. I picked up a Paldean Wooper and Wooper pin from Internationals. Really cute. I cannot wait to spur off these pins. They're going to be great. I picked up the Pokemon International Championship 2025 pin. I also got 2 postcards at checkout, which was really cool. Everyone knows on the channel that I'm a fan of Gumi, so we picked up the Hey Hey Gumi Focus Slash sleeves. They're really cute. I love them so much. So probably some of my favorite sleeves. We also picked up steel type sleeves. They're for my fiance. And now for one of the major things that I got, I actually picked up the exclusive Pokemon International Championship mat as well. Ta-da! And also, I picked up some cards. I picked up Hydrapple. And I picked up Flapple. And of course, I did not know this as well. While we were getting ready to shop at the Pokemon Center, They also gave us 4 packs of Destined Rivals. I'm going to be opening that up for a Siezaboo short. But now it's time to reveal what you all could win from the giveaway. All right, so the giveaway prizes are going to include one of the postcards that was given to me. This could be yours. You all have the chance to win the Pokemon International Championship Ogerpon keychain. I'm going to be also giving 15% off on your next Pokemon Center purchase. We got an extra one of these, and I wanted to make sure that you all had the opportunity to buy something on the Pokemon Center. And last but not least, I was able to snag another Pokemon exclusive playmat, International Championship playmat. So this is everything that you're going to be able to win, and good luck to the winner. But let me tell you how you can win them first. You're going to have to subscribe to my YouTube channel, comment below what your favorite Pokemon is or what you thought of the video. And then you need to follow me over on Instagram and tag a friend in the post. And I will leave a link for you in the description below. But that is everything that we got from the Pokemon International Championships. I had a blast. I cannot begin to say how grateful I am that I had the opportunity to go as a spectator. One day I really hope to be able to go as media and show off everything for you all and for people that can't go. But I cannot believe it. I'm really at a loss of words. So before I continue to mindlessly ramble and lost in thought on such an amazing time that I have, please be sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video. And I will catch you all next time with another travel video. By the way, in 2 weeks, we're going to Collecticon in Cleveland. So if you see me, be sure to say hi. And I may be doing another giveaway as well. Until then, though, peace out. Thank you for checking out the video, everyone. Bye.